and welcome to your first session of your 6 weeks yoga series. Today we're going to be focusing on Apana Vayu and the root chakra, which both are fundamental for grounding and stability. This practice has been designed to give you a calm mind, to allow you to observe your thoughts, see what comes up for you, any debris in the subconscious, let it come to the surface so that we can really make sense of who we are and observe our thoughts. And in order to do that, it's really important that we start by being grounded, stable, and calm so that we can build on this throughout the next 6 weeks. So you might need some props. For me, especially on days where I have tight hamstrings, I love to use a block. I will leave them on the side to kind of remind you to use them. But if you don't see me use them, please you just use your own initiative. You know your body way better than I possibly can. And also at the end of the session, we are going to do a meditation. And in meditation, your hips are slightly higher than your knees. So just grab yourself a cushion or something that's going to elevate your sit bones for meditation. So let's get started. We are going to start with our first asana into tabletop. Now in tabletop, my wrists are in line with my shoulders and my hips are in line with my knees, and just get yourself comfortable here. As we inhale, we're going to push our chest forward, chin up, curve the back. And as you exhale, curve everything under into cat. Tuck your tailbone under, push the ground away with your fingers, head comes down too. Inhale, open up that chest. And as you exhale, push everything down and away. Feel as if you're pushing the floor away with your palms. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Also feel in the back of your feet that your feet are also resisting the ground. One last time. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Push the ground away, tuck your tailbone in, tuck your chin in. And then come back to neutral. If there's any sort of clicks and bits that need stretching at this point, then just do that. And then come back to tabletop. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to sit back into child's pose. So your sit bones come to the back of your feet and stretch your arms out. Forehead to kiss the mat. And we're going to inhale, come back through tabletop. Exhale, back down to child. Take your time. Feel like you're melting into the mat. Inhale, come back up to tabletop. Exhale, sit back into child's pose. Now we're going to do this for counts. So inhale for 4 counts to tabletop. 2, 3, 4. Exhale down to child's for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. 2, 3, 4, exhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. Back to tabletop. 3, 4. This time, untuck your toes and push your sit bones up into the sky for downward facing dog. So shoulders away from your ears as you exhale into this posture. And when you arrive here, just paddle out your feet for a moment. With every inhale, come up to your tiptoes. And every exhale, lower a heel down. Feel the extension in your neck, shoulders away from the ears. Feeling your fingertips on your mat, sit bones to the sky. And then get comfortable in your downward facing dog, because we're going to add the breath for this too. Now the breath is really important. We really want to elongate our exhale to activate our parasympathetic nervous system. And with your exhale extended, it tells the body that it's safe and it slows down your heart rate. And all of this is fundamental to remain calm and grounded. So we're going to inhale, come to tabletop. Exhale, listen carefully, we're going to sit back into child's pose. And then we're going to inhale, come to tabletop. Exhale, untuck the toes, sit bones to the sky for downward facing dog. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now I've got a slight bend in my knee because my legs don't feel ready yet to go into their full extension. So bending your knee is absolutely fine, because what we really want is to keep the integrity of the back. So nice and flat back. Inhale for 4 to tabletop. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. If you can, sit back into child's pose. See how long you can keep your exhalation. 6, 7, 8. Inhale to tabletop for 4. 2, 3, 4. Downward facing dog for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, child's pose for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just breathe normally here. Let go of any counts. Might want to keep a micro bend in your knee, or maybe you feel like now is the time to really get those heels to the ground. And just bring your mind's eye to the rise and fall of your belly. And on your next inhale, walk your feet to the top of the mat as best as you can. Slight bend in your knee is fine. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. You might want to bring your hands up your shins, and exhale, fold forwards. Hold on to your elbows, your opposite elbow, and just like a rag doll, allow your head to drop. Allow your shoulders to drop. Maybe nod yes and shake no, just to double check you're letting go of any tension. And 3 deep belly breaths here, feeling the rise and fall of your belly, maybe against your thigh if your knees are slightly bent. But bring your diaphragm, your belly, any visualization that's going to help you focus on your breath. And just see and feel it rise and fall. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your hips. Exhale here. And really slowly, inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, lower your arms down. You've been forward folding for a little while, so just allow your balance to come back. You might feel lightheaded. Allow everything just to calm down before we open up our eyes and take a really strong mountain pose. So even when we're standing in mountain, this is not a passive posture. Tuck your tailbone under, roll your shoulders away from your ears. Strong arms, strong legs, soft face. Mountain pose reminds us to walk with confidence, stand with confidence. Trusting that whatever comes and goes in life will be okay. Your next inhale, we're going to bring the arms up, both of them straight, parallel, biceps by the ears. And exhale, slight bend in your knees and fold forwards with a flat back. Inhale, halfway lift, hands or tip of your fingers can touch your mat. Exhale, plant your hands down, step back, left or right into plank, and from plank, push back into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bring your weight to your hands as if you're going into a one-legged plank, but you're going to bring your knee in through your hands and pop your right leg down 90-degree angle as best as you can. So my 90 might look slightly different to yours. Okay, ideally you would want to get to a point where you have got a 90-degree bend in your knee for a deeper stretch. But if this today isn't accessible, that's absolutely fine. Just bring your foot slightly in. Whatever's comfortable. Plant both hands on either side. Check that your back leg is also straight. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we are going to forward fold into our right leg for our pigeon. You might want to start by resting on your fingertips. Maybe this is enough for you today. Or you can lower down onto your elbows. This might be enough for you today. Just breathe into it, see how you feel. With every exhale, allow your breath to ground you, to melt you a little bit closer to the ground, to your mat. And maybe you might find that your breath is allowing you to fold forwards. You might want to rest your forehead on the back of your hands. And then bring your mind's eye to your belly. If your brain is wandering, thinking about other things, what you're going to do after this class, or anything that's not very helpful right now, just bring your awareness back into your breathing. So back into your belly, feeling the rise and fall of your belly, the rise and fall of your diaphragm. So when we say bring your attention back to the breath, your breath is telling you, hey, focus on the right now. Right now, all we need to do is fold forwards and breathe. In your next inhale, come up to the top of your fingers. Tuck your toe under on your left foot and come to plank. Inhale here and push yourself back into downward facing dog. Try the other side. Inhale, bring the left leg up. And as you exhale, bring your knee through your arms and see if you can get your leg 90-degree angle again. Take a little while to adjust. Inhale, open up the chest. And as you exhale, fall forwards, this time over your left leg. Just bear in mind that your left and your right side might not be the same. If you're watching this video on day 3, you might not bend deep as you did the first day. This is all part of learning that it's okay. Show yourself compassion. And just allow every breath to ground you, bring you closer to your mat. Fold a little deeper. Attention back to your breathing. And bring both hands on either side of your left leg. Use your hands to kind of push you up. Use your core. Bring your left leg to plank and back down into downward facing dog. Your next inhale, step the right leg to the top of your mat, followed by your left. Inhale, halfway lift. With a flat back, exhale, fall forwards as deeply as you can. You might want a slight micro bend in your knee. Bring your hands to your hip. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, lower the hands on either side. Back into mountain pose. And just breathe here for a couple of breaths. Bring your hands to your hips. Step your left leg to the back of your mat and rotate your foot 45-degree angle. We're just getting ready, we're just getting the base ready for our pyramid pose. So just take the time whenever you are adjusting, just take your time to get yourself grounded first. Okay, so if you feel stable on the ground, anything else you do up with the arms or with the body, you will be a lot more stable. That's kind of key to life as well. So get your stability first, ground from the bottom up. So check that your hips have got enough space to face the front. Slight rotation on your back left leg. Right toes are pointing forwards. Okay, so once we feel comfortable here, then bring your right arm to just sit on your lower back, and then inhale the left arm bicep by the ears. As you exhale, we're going to fold forward, hinging at the hips, flat back. And we're going to bring the pinky finger just to kiss the mat, and then we're going to allow our thumb to lead us all the way to come back up to standing. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come up. Now, since our left hand is here, you can also feel when your back is starting to curve, because ideally you want to keep it straight. Okay, so you might want to stop as you exhale. You might want to stop here if you feel like your back is starting to really curve. Okay, slight curve is inevitable. We are human. We are not made out of sticks. So slight bend is fine, but if you really feel like my back is curving a bit too much, then you might just want to not go so deep into your posture. Okay, so as I was talking, I hope you're inhaling and exhaling, folding forwards, and then inhale, come back up to standing. So now we're going to do it with the breath. Inhale here. We're going to exhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4 to come up to standing. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place both hands on either side of your right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, shoulders away from your ears. As you exhale, bring your chest to your shin and fold forwards. Now again, if you need a slight micro bend in your knee, that is absolutely fine. Find whatever's comfortable for you. And now, we're going to avoid any fidgeting. You might want to close your eyes down and just use your hand to allow you to stay stable and just breathe. I wonder what happens when we make the postures a little bit spicier. What type of self-talk comes up? Whatever does arrive, say thank you. Don't need you right now. All I need to do is fold forwards and breathe. Last 3 breaths, well done. Okay, stretch your arms out in front of you. Inhale, allow your thumbs to lead you all the way up. Well done, strength in your legs. And then as you exhale, bring everything down, bring your left leg to the front of your mat and stand back in Tadasana. And from here, just observe. Are there any sensations on your right side? How does it differ to your left? How does your breathing feel? How does your body feel? And we're going to try the other side. So bring your hands to your hips. Let's just get them out of the way. And step your right leg to the back of the mat. Rotate it in slightly, enough to allow your hips to face the front. Left toes are pointing forwards. This time we're going to place the left hand on your lower back. Inhale, the right arm bicep by the ear. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come up. Let the thumb lead you all the way up, feeling the strength in your legs. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come up to 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now place both hands on either side of your left leg. For me, this is when I'm going to need my blocks. So my left side is slightly tighter than my right. That's okay. Thank you for sending signals to let me know. And just a little reminder of the different settings on the blocks. Okay, so I'm just going to play around first. I'm going to inhale here, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, shoulders away from your ears. Now for me, this setting is too tall now, so I'm going to place them flat. I'm going to inhale again. Exhale, see how I feel this time round. This feels good. Well, good is a very loose term. Feels fine. So I'm going to stay here. And now this is when we avoid any involuntary movement. So we don't want any twitching, moving, adjusting anything. Even down to the eyes. So you might want to close down the eyes. If you can, if your balance allows. And really just focus on the forward fold. Allow every breath just to melt you a little bit closer to your leg. And just feel the rise and fall of your belly. You're doing really well. Last 3 deep breaths. And your next inhale, bring both hands to your hips, engage the glutes, engage the legs, and come all the way up to standing. And then as you exhale, bring your leg that's at the back to the front, lower your arms down, back into Tadasana. Well done. And now just observe again. Has anything balanced out? Have you noticed any change in your body, any sensations that weren't there before? Have they come up? How does your heart feel, your heart rate? Are there any tingling sensations anywhere? Just watch them. No judgment, no comparison, just simply observing. Okay, and blink your eyes open if they were closed. We are going to come down to the floor. So pop any props. I've got my blocks, going to move them out of the way. Get down to the mat as safely and graciously as you possibly can. And we are going to bend our knees and lie on our backs. Now again, we're setting up for a posture, so ground up, okay? This one is bridge. So with your hands, brush the back of your feet, just to make sure that you're bending in the right place. And you might want to just adjust yourself. And we're gonna inhale, swoop everything up and over. And as we do that, we're gonna put squeeze our glutes and push our hips to the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to lower everything down. So the arms that were swooped up and over are coming down to your side. One more time. So inhale, arms up and over, extended above your head. Pushing, engaging your glutes, pushing your hip bones to the sky. This is a back bend. So go as far as you can. And as you exhale, everything falls back down to your side. Lower your glutes back to your mat. So, inhale, you guessed it, for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8. So take your time. 2, 3, 4. Halfway. 6, 7, 8. Good. Lower everything down. Inhale for 4. Swoop up and over, all the way into the posture. And exhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One last time with the counts. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now to get into the asana. Push your sit bones up to the sky. Roll your shoulders and clasp your hands behind your back. Okay, so just do your final adjustments and push your sit bones, engage your glutes, engage your legs, all the way up to the sky. And we're going to be here for a couple breaths. Breathe into your chest. Soften your face. If you feel like your sit bones are sinking, just acknowledge that that's what's happening. Don't judge and push them back up, engaging your glutes. Last 3 breaths. And exhale and clasp your hands behind your back and lower your body down to your mat. Bring your knees in and give them a little hug. And this is where we observe. So as we were in our back bend, you notice how your heart rate increases, mind starts to wander. You just get this sensation, this upward sensation. That is welcome. That's what we want as well, but in small doses. Okay, so throughout the practice, it's been very calm, very forward fold. But we need a little bit of that to counteract, to bring some excitement, to bring some spice. And now we're just going to observe the body. And we're going to start now bringing it back to calm and grounded so that we are in the perfect place for our meditation. Okay. Okay, roll to a side, whatever side is comfortable. And we are going to sit with our legs extended out in front of us. With your hands, you might physically want to remove the flesh from your sit bones to get you feeling grounded and stable. Key words for today. Bend your right knee, bring your right feet outside of your left knee. Okay, so this is number one. We're about to go into our twist. So if this is enough for you to get into your twist, then stay here. If you'd like to follow me, you can bend your left knee to go a little bit deeper into your twist and have your base set up like this. Bring the right arm behind you. Inhale the left arm up, bicep by the ear. And as you exhale, we're going to twist and we're going to hook the left elbow to the right knee and slide our belly through into our twist. Now we don't want any strain in our neck. Okay, so none of the twist is not coming from the upper body, it's coming from our abdomen. So just keep your head wherever is comfortable. And see if you can sit up a little bit taller. And allow the twist to do its job. So twists are perfect for digesting the practice, our day, our thoughts, to kind of give us a fresh start as we go to the lateral part of our practice. So avoid any involuntary movement now. Close your eyes. Mind in your belly. Feeling the rise and fall of your breath. And just see if you can twist a little deeper with every exhalation. And with every inhalation, if you can get a little bit more space in your chest. Last few breaths. And on your next inhale, untwist. Bring your hands to your knee, just to support your knee up, and just realign yourself. Allow the posture to activate, to do its thing. And then unbend your left leg, extend it out in front of you, and bring, if you had bent that leg, and then bring the right leg out in front of you too. Okay, so now we're going to realign and readjust so that we can do it again on the other side. So bend your left knee. Bring your feet to the outer side of your knee, your right knee. If you did this last time, stay here again. If you folded last time, let's try folded on the other side too. Okay, so once our base feels nice and secure, bring your right leg further in, actually, if you're not feeling very secure. This time, place your left hand behind you. Inhale the right arm up, your bicep by your ear, nice and extended. And as you exhale, hook your elbow to your knee and slide your belly through. And breathe. With every inhale, maybe gain some extension and expansion in your chest, in your spine. And exhale, twist a little deeper. Again, no strain in your neck. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. Avoid any twitching, moving, adjusting. If the brain wanders, bring it back to your breath, the rise and fall of your belly. And on your next inhale, untwist. Exhale, just pause here for a moment, let the posture land. And stretch out your right leg if it was bent. Stretch out your left leg in front of you. And one more time, remove the flesh from your skin. The flesh from your skin. The flesh away from your sit bone. And extend the legs in front of you. So to get into Paschimottanasana, our forward fold. Inhale, arms up, biceps by the ears, nice and elongated. And as you exhale, keep the straight spine and forward fold over your legs. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold forwards. Now this time in your own mind, inhale to come back up for 4. And exhale to fall forwards for 8. Shoulders away from the ears. Relax your gaze. And when you're ready, inhale up for 4 in your own time. Exhale for 8. Last time, own counts. Inhale for 4. Fold forwards for 8. Once you've gotten to 8, you can lower your hands down. You might want to hook them onto the bottom of your feet or on your shins, wherever is comfortable. Ankles also fine. Inhale, halfway lift. Straight, flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. And just kind of stop when you feel your back is starting to curve a lot. Ideally, you want to keep the back as flat as possible. And bring your mind's eye to the base of your spine. And as you breathe, inhale and exhale, just fix your mind in your root. Letting it ground us, keep us connected to the earth. You might even notice the rise and fall of your belly against your thigh. How comforting it feels to have yourself. Feeling stable and calm and grounded. And how that brings self-trust. See if with every inhale you can kind of extend your spine a little bit more, and as you exhale, melt your heart towards your legs or your mat. And then your next inhale, allow your thumbs to lead you all the way up, flat back. Exhale, lower the arms down by your side and just receive that posture. How that felt to be grounded. And for our final asana, Shavasana, bring yourself lying down flat. Allow your feet to drop either side. Allow your hands to fall by your side. If you need any support in your lower back, you might want to bring a cushion or a pillow or a blanket. And let's just make our final adjustments. If you'd actually like to feel a little bit more comfortable, you might want to bring your knees to touch. Bend your knees and bring them to touch, that's also fine. And let's bring our mind, our energy back to our breath. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And feel as if you're lying in a pool, really shallow water. And see this pool as your intelligence. Your body just resting in this innate intelligence. Simple knowing. Knowing and trusting that everything will work out. And just see how that feels to surrender to that. Surrender in this little pool of intelligence, of knowing. If thoughts arise, just bring them back to your breath. If all fails, just the rise and fall of your belly. And we're going to bend our legs to allow us to get back out of the posture. Take your time, nice and slow. And fall to your right side. Make a little pillow with your hand. And inhale here. Exhale, relax. And on your next inhale, come up to sitting. And we're going to set ourselves up for our pranayama and for our meditation. So, grab yourself a cushion or a pillow, and we're going to set ourselves up for the next couple of minutes. So when we're meditating, we ideally want our hips to be above our knee. So if this is better done sat on a chair, that's also fine. So if you like to go and grab a chair, and you can do this sitting on a chair, that's also okay. The pranayama that we're going to do today is Digra pranayama, which is the 3-part breath. And the 3 parts of your breath is your belly. So we're going to breathe into the belly, then we're going to breathe into our rib cage, and then we're going to breathe into our chest and our collarbones. Okay, so 2 inhales into your belly, then continue that same inhalation into your rib cage, and then continue that same inhalation into your chest. And then you exhale everything out. Okay, so inhale, belly, rib cage, chest, and as you exhale, one single breath out. So inhale through the belly, rib cage, chest and collarbone, and as you exhale, lower everything out. One more time, inhale and exhale. And now do this on your own. So inhale for 2 to the belly, 2 to the rib cage, 2 to the chest, and exhale, one continuous breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, belly, rib cage, chest, exhale all the way out, down and out. Inhale, belly, rib cage, chest, exhale, down and out. Inhale, exhale. And for the next minute, I just want you to inhale through the belly, through the rib cage, through the chest, and then exhale all the way out by yourself. And my voice will guide you to come back out of that. So just keep going. And after your last round of 3-part breath, just return to your natural rhythm. Let go of any counts. Let go of any visualizations and just come back to your natural rhythm with your breath. And bring your mind's eye to a lake or a body of water. And just observe what is around the water. What can you see around the water? Are there stones? Are there rocks? Grass? And then cast your eye to the water itself. See if you can, with every inhale and with every exhale, just iron out any of the ripples on that water. And from the back of your skull, see a moon rising, a big moon rising, and casting its light onto your still lake of your mind. And just watch that reflection on the water. Your breath, inhaling and exhaling so softly to iron out any ripples in the water. And see this moon, this still moon casting its luminosity across the still lake of your mind. Return back to the room. Let your breath be the reminder of the now. And bring your hands to touch in Anjali Mudra. And place your hands in your heart center. This mudra, this gesture, is just a gesture of gratitude. Gratitude for this life, for our bodies, for our minds, for the time you've dedicated for yourself, the teachings that have been passed down, so that we can use them for our own good in this day and age. And in honor of that, I bow my head as a symbol of my gratitude. And really understanding and honoring that the light in me, This luminosity that's within me is also within you. And I see that and I recognize that. And with that understanding, we say namaste. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.